there is both opportunity as well as the challenges.
When I look at how we live in cities, I don't see any effective solution.
Nowadays, some people are trying to do how to grow the food in the balcony or in the small vessels. Yeah, of course, that's good, but it is not enough.
That works basically to make people feel what they're missing.
Het blijft kleinschalig. We hebben 20 hectare en we kunnen ongeveer 500 monden voeden. Op de stad is dat niks.
The food that you buy in the supermarket is not the best.
Sometimes the food is not like the organic. Most of the foods are using the poisons.
We don't have chemicals, we don't have fertilizer, with nothing. We just do everything by hand. Of course, I cannot sell tomatoes of the same price your tomatoes you buy at the supermarket, because otherwise it wouldn't be sustainable for me.
Je kan niet heel duur gaan produceren. Je moet toch enige vorm van schaal hebben om uit die kosten te komen.
You have to make people understand what's behind this price.
Het engste wat gebeurt is dat de consument niet meer weet hoe het geproduceerd wordt. Die verwijding die zorgt voor argwaan, die zorgt voor minder acceptatie. Je bord en die agrarische sector die lijken mijlenver uit elkaar, terwijl het eigenlijk niet zo is.
I think the thing is missing is like the connection in the middle. It's also nice to have like a interaction now with the city and the countryside and try to cooperate and create like big networks so we can both have benefits.
Nou, wij denken gewoon dat je op andere manieren boerderijen kan richten. Wij denken ook dat je op een andere manier met grond om kan gaan, zodat het wat meer circulair wordt, maar ook dat je de grond niet uitput, maar juist weer wat teruggeeft. De natuur-inclusieve landbouw. Dat er niet zo'n scheiding is tussen landbouw en natuur.
It's the forcing, because people are forced. There's no way that they can make a living. There's no way that they can have a life in their village, you know, and so they have little alternative. If they're ambitious in any way, if they've got a dream they want to follow, they very often have no choice but to leave their village.
Vlijmen heeft heel veel mogelijkheden voor mij als persoon. Maar toch merk ik wel dat ik de laatste paar jaar meer neig om in de stad te wonen. De baan die ik wil als docent. Er zijn weinig scholen in de buurt. Maar ik denk als meer mensen zoals mij zouden denken, dat dan het dorpsleven dat heel erg aantrekkelijk zal zijn. Alleen maar voor de oudere mensen weggelegd is en niet meer voor de jonge mensen van mijn leeftijd.
It opens up a lot of opportunities for people who wants to start to have a project in the land, because like for example here the land is very cheap because all the people are moving out, so there is a lot of space.
We're going to have billions of people on this planet. I think widespread urbanization is pretty much inevitable.
The fact that it's so much globally connected, it makes very fragile. Problem in one point of the world, it will affect the whole system everywhere.
The city will drain a lot of the resources they are available for the rural area. We haven't changed our urbanization models.
A city cannot maintain the living standard of the human. There will be various problems.
The amount of money that you need to spend for rent or from buying a house is going to skyrocket. There's going to be more demand for less amount of space, and the people will compete. So you have ghettoization, you have gentrification.
One thing we could consider is something along the lines of the Venus Project, where you make the city smaller. Each one is like a self-contained, self-sufficient unit, capable of sustaining itself entirely independent. That's not to say that there isn't exchanges and trades of things from city to city, and knowledge and skills and manpower and so on. When it comes right down to it, they've got their own water, their own food, their own power.
It could transition to a sustainable system in maybe 50 years, 100 years, but maybe we have 10 years or 20 years to do that.